Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Portillo. My patron saint is Saint Lawrence, the Archdeacon of Rome. He was an Archdeacon of Rome at a time when bishops, priests, and deacons alike were being persecuted by the emperor and by Roman authorities. And, before they were persecuted and ultimately put to death, they were also called to give up the treasures of the church that they had in their possession. This is a similar fate that faced Saint Lawrence. And when it came to the time for him to be executed ultimately, he asked for 3 days to recover the treasures of the church. In those 3 days, any other man would have run away. They would have possibly looked for another avenue to avoid certain death. Not him. St. Lawrence decided what he would do. He would gather the real treasures of the church. He would gather the poor, the sick, the needy. He would gather these people, bring them to the emperor, and truly present the treasures of the church, present them to him. And ultimately, because of this, he was put to death. I admire his work ethic. I admire his attitude, his ingenuity, his creativity, and ultimately his love and enduring faith to God. It's something I try to live by every single day.
Hi, my name is Natalie, and my saint was Saint Elizabeth. And something really special about her is that she's a saint for a lot of different symbols. She is the saint for children. She is a saint for the homeless. She is a saint for helping people and just being charitable. So I think that really has helped me growing up, trying to help and working with other people, different communities. I think it's such a great part of your life and upbringing. So definitely I think that has been very symbolic for me. And I think through this process, whoever you choose, really think about who you want and how will you help represent that saint. And God bless.
Hi everyone, my name is Veronica and I work here at Good Shepherd. So when I was picking a confirmation saint, the two kind of things that I was thinking about is I knew that I wanted the saint to be a woman, and I wanted her to not have been a sister or nun. I wanted her to be single or married, but living in the world. That was really important to me. So I kind of went through all of my saint books and just thought about lots of different people, and the person that I ended up with was Saint Perpetua. She was martyred in 203 in Africa, in Carthage, Africa, and she was martyred with a whole group of people, but she was kind of the leader of them, and she kept a journal, which was so rare for martyrs back then, especially for a woman. And I was just so struck by her strength and her bravery. Her story was amazing, and she was a leader, and she just loved God so much, and she was willing to die, and she was willing to leave her child, and that was just really amazing to me. So good luck picking a saint. They are companions that will stay with you the rest of your life. You can always call upon them, and it's a really, really wonderful thing. So good luck.
Hey everyone, my name is Bernardo Rico. I chose as my confirmation saints St. Francis and St. Peter. St. Francis is someone who gave his life completely to Jesus Christ as he humbled himself and lived a life of poverty. I also like St. Peter because he is the first pope and he is the rock and foundation upon which the church is built. I chose St. Francis because now in my life, I'm discerning with the Franciscan friars, and hopefully one day I will become one. I also love St. Francis's love for nature and animals, and in my own personal life, I've gained to appreciate creation. I also have a deep respect for the papacy because he is the leader that God has appointed, and he is the vicar of Christ. Overall, St. Francis has helped me to gain a greater appreciation of God's creation and to see God's beauty in everyday life. And St. Peter has helped me to become a better leader, the leader that God wants me to be. I hope you guys do well, and God bless you.
Those of us who were baptized when we were infants didn't choose our names or our sponsors. Our parents chose them for us. One of my favorite memories of my confirmation was the opportunity I had to choose my sponsor and to choose my confirmation name. I'm very grateful my parents gave me my first and middle names. I'm happy that St. Thomas the Apostle and St. Patrick are my patron saints. I'm also very grateful that I was able to choose my own patron saint at the time of my confirmation, and the name that I chose was Paul. As a teenager, I admired St. Paul because he was a great missionary. He spread the gospel all around the world of the Mediterranean Sea, sharing the good news of Jesus, especially with people who were not originally a part of God's people, the Gentiles, who also came to believe in God through St. Paul's preaching and teaching. As I've grown older, I find that I admire and I can relate to and even feel that I know St. Paul more than ever before. I admire St. Paul's humility. He frequently admitted that he was a sinner and unworthy to be called an apostle of Jesus. I admire St. Paul's zeal. After his conversion to Christianity, he spent the rest of his life sharing the good news of Jesus with others. I admire St. Paul's perseverance. He never stopped preaching, even when he was misunderstood and persecuted for his efforts. Like St. Paul, I hope to come to the end of my life able to say, I have competed well, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. I'm praying for all who are preparing to celebrate the sacrament of confirmation here at Good Shepherd in the coming months. As you are thinking about saints' names to choose as your own confirmation name, I'm praying God will inspire you to choose a saint whom you admire, whose virtues and whose life you want to imitate, and who will pray for you and even become your friend now and evermore all the days of your life.